Hello, and we are back. Welcome to the higher frequency. I am your host, Mike Booth, and we are live. How's everybody doing tonight? I had a few hours off of work, a little early. I went in early today. And I thought I was supposed to be there at 4. I ended up going in at 4, and come to find out I didn't have to be there till 6. I thought I was staying until 12. Come to find out I was getting off at 10. So I had a little time, and I have been away from the camera for a little bit, and I've been wanting to make a video for a minute now. We are deep into, what is this, maybe 8th, 9th episode? We are doing pretty good. We are moving along. Podcast looks really good. We are getting better sound. Test, test, test. So that's good. We're going to be talking about something I think is pretty cool. I'm wanting to find something that we can talk about as a group and that we can make a regular scheduled visits on. And I think the weird is is my niche, like things that are weird, things that, most people don't really talk about. These are the things I like. These are my favorite conversations. So if you're willing to hang tight for a while, hang out with me, I'm going to take you on a trip to talk about, are dreams real? Is this the world that we're living in? Is it a simulation? Is it a dream? What is it? Nobody can really tell us what's going on. Every time we try to get an answer from somebody, it's always one way or another. They shoot us, a couple different places. So we're going to go through this video I found. I thought it was pretty interesting, and I like the topic, and I decided maybe this would be a chance to find kind of a niche of where we're at. So hello to everybody. Sit back. Cheers. Let's go over it.
Are they glimpses into dimensions where information lives, and can we access it if we have the right tools? Are we able to realize we're in a dream and change what's happening, or even communicate with other people while in the dream state? Could we look back at past events, current ones happening now, or even events yet to come?
Have you ever had a moment in your life where you thought to yourself that you almost can feel what's going to happen as far as what's going on in the world around you? Like you'll be sitting there and you just have this weird feeling that someone's going to call you, and then you get a phone call, or you're talking to a friend and you're explaining to them what's basically going to happen step for step for step in the future, which has not happened yet, but it's boom, there you go. The next couple of days, those things that you said just kind of peek their way out. Poop, poop, poop. This is, it all kind of leads up to this question. What part of this is real? What part of it is a dream? How much are we connected? When you speak to your friends, are you actually speaking to a portion of yourself? I had a friend who used to say, picture everyone as a portion of God. That way, when you look at someone, you see a little spark of the divinity. And in doing that, you will look at that person more like they are something beautiful versus animosity and jealousy and all these other things. If you just picture that the person that you're speaking to is a portion of God looking back at you, it kind of makes you feel humbled that you're even getting a chance to speak with this person. And it makes you look at this person like they could be more than what they are, And I like doing that. I think it's I don't know. It's kind of my way of just looking at people and just taking out all of the hate, the jealousy, the little stuff that we constantly give our, like, one another back and forth for no reason. I don't know why, but we judge each other incorrectly a lot. And me and my buddy, we have this conversation. It's an ongoing conversation on judging people. And you should definitely judge people. And I hate when people say you shouldn't judge people, because we're both in agreement on this. You should absolutely judge people. If somebody is walking into a room and they're wielding a machete, you better hope that you judged correctly whether or not this is a friend or foe that's coming through that door. Because if you didn't judge them, chances are you're going to get chopped into little bits. So you need to judge people correctly when you do judge them. That doesn't mean you should be condemning someone, which is, in my eyes, that's a little bit different. So, like, you can judge someone on the quality of character, the type of person that you have had, like, ongoing conversations with this person. So you can judge them on the past behaviors that they've done for you or to you. You can judge people on things that matter for your circumstances and your dealings with them. And I think that that's fine. There's nothing wrong with judging somebody from that perspective. Like, oh, this person is doing better today. I'm judging them from the last time I seen them. They were, had a gun to my face. I don't know. I'm just saying these are types of judgments that you can make that, can make or break a conversation. Now, if I'm just judging somebody right off the rip as soon as I meet them and I'm like, oh, this dude's a piece of shit because they're just bad people. Like, you're just judging them. Now, that's a different type of judging, and I don't condone that, and I don't think that that's I don't think you should either. But, hey, to each their own. However you want to live your life, I just don't see that helping you in any kind of way, and I don't think that that's going to I don't know. It's not going to spread positivity. It's definitely going to make things worse in the future for you if you judge people like that. But I do think that people do and should judge people on the character of their actions and their deeds. If a person is doing well, they're doing good things, you can judge them on the character of their convictions, of what they are doing, what they do for people around them, those types of things. So when you're speaking with somebody, back to the dreaming part of that, there's a part of you that you see in others and that others see in you. And it's a very weird thing. So there's like I'll have to get a guest on here that can maybe describe this a little better. I would love to get maybe a psychologist or somebody who can actually go through this. The id, the ego, the super ego, and I might be missing one. These are different parts of yourself and how you see yourself with others. So, like, there's different portions of it. So when you look at somebody, there is a couple of different things that's happening. So if I just meet somebody today and I'm looking at them, there's a part of myself that sees myself the way I want you to see me. Then there's a part of myself that thinks of how you will see me in your own mind. And then there's a part of myself that I don't want everyone to see me like, but is more than likely happening at all times. They have their own visual, kind of like their own visual thought process of what you really are. So I'm not sure exactly which one goes with which one, but there's a dreaming process that goes into this. So, like, have you ever been asleep and you're dreaming about someone in your dream? Are you that person as well? Are you a third party in your own dream? Are you looking at yourself from a distance? So are you back away from the conversation when two people are talking, or are you in first person mode where you're seeing the person through your eyes? These are all parts that go with a dream that I think are weird, because some people don't dream in color. Some people don't dream signs or artwork, or they can't see pictures. So some people can't look at an image in their head, which is a very weird thing. When you close your eyes, you can visualize or picture an apple in your hand. Um, if you can do this, you are a rare person, because there's not a lot of people who apparently can do this. And there's a scale that slides on how well you can do it or how little you can do it. So when I close my eyes and I visualize an apple, I visualize a red apple. It's got gloss on it, looks shiny, like it's in my hand. I can feel the weight of it. I can smell it. Like I can taste it. I can picture a knife carving it. I can do all kinds of stuff in my mind. And other people can't do that. And it's interesting to me when people can't do this. So visualization doesn't quite work for them. There's a, it's like a game that you can do. KRS-One, the rapper, famously put this as one of his little tests, and I loved it. I thought it was amazing. So I'm gonna bite this right now. So I want you guys to like bear with me. I'm not the one who created this, and I think it's a really cool thing. But he did this test, and it was called a rock star test, and I thought it was really awesome. So he said, picture in your mind the word rock star. Okay, take that for a second. He said, now I want you to visualize, and I'm paraphrasing. I don't know this 100% word for word how he said it, but he said, I want you to visualize the word rock star. I want you to add weight to it, like make it a certain context. Like, how heavy is the words? Can you see the words? Can you run your fingers across the words as you're seeing it? Rock star. Now, in your mind, I want you to add a color to the word rock star. You can choose your favorite color, whatever it is. Then I want you to visualize the word rock star in your mind. So I want you to hear it when you say it. Rock star. Say it to yourself. Rock star. Okay? Then there is a part of you that can put a texture on the word. Is it rough? Is it coarse? Is it smooth? However you want to put it, you make it the way you want to put it. You can remove it, shape it, mold it, however you want to in your mind. Now, all of your senses, I'm going to paraphrase this again, all of your senses are based off of your own manipulation of the words and abilities that you use the words for. So when we just said rock star, in your mind, you saw it without using your eyes. You touched it without actually using your hands. You heard the word rock star without using your ears. So it kind of gives you this is just a quick lesson on how all of your senses can be tricked by you alone. Like, you don't even need anybody else to trick you, because you can do it yourself. So if you understand that, there's some really cool things that go with that. And when we meet each other in our day-to-day experiences, going throughout life and doing whatever it is we're doing, there's this moment that I don't know if it happens to you, but it happens to me all the time, where I'm not 100% sure that I'm even speaking with a real person. Like, I like to use the fact that I think that I'm speaking with a person that is a portion of God that is there in front of me. It is a divine spark that's speaking to me through the eyes of someone else. I like that thought the most. I don't know if I'm on this planet or if I'm not on this planet. These are the parts that are weird and I think intriguing. So anyways, it's a quick little rant. Sorry, I didn't mean to drag that on, but I think that's a really cool thing to think about. But we'll go back to what we were talking about. Are we in a dream, and are dreams real? So here we go.
What if I told you all of this was real? And Dream ESP has been proven by neuroscientists, psychologists, dream researchers, spiritual meditators, and religious men alike. Would it change everything we think we know about how our bodies and the universe are connected? Let's dive into the matrix together as I bring you what I've found about lucid dreaming, prophetic dreams, dream research, the nature of the holographic universe, and more. Between ESP studies that'll blow your mind to the CIA's own documents to predictive dreams from Abraham Lincoln and the...
I'm going to pause that for just a second. So the CIA has been using these types of things like dream warriors, visualizing like weird jumping, like they actually do like a thing called remote viewing as a weapon. And these are all documented. You can look these up anytime you want to on their declassified website. So the CIA has been conducting experiments into this for quite a long time, understanding dreams, how do we use dreams, trying to manipulate them into weapons. Like I said, remote viewing is one of the biggest ones, where you lay down in a chamber and you think about something, and then you're basically picturing an image that's happening far, far, far away in a little small closed room that nobody should be able to get to, but yet you're able to visualize. I forget what all it was the guy did, but he basically thought of, he visualized a room. He could see the room. He could feel the room. He knew what was in the room. He could visualize that the person had a briefcase there. He was able to look inside of the briefcase, inside of a sealed folder. He could see images that were locked, encased in the images. And I thought that was really cool. It's like, not sure if that, like I said, I don't know enough about that. I'm just a conspiracy theorist, but cheers on that one. I think people can do just wonderful things, and we don't even scratch the surface of it because we're too busy worrying about, what things we're going to get or what car we're going to drive. I don't know. It's kind of interesting because these gifts are given to you freely. Everyone can do them. It's not, everyone can excel at these. You can strengthen these. There's all different types of parts that go with this. And, yeah, but let's continue on.
Leonard Skinner Band. You're about to find out why dreams may just be glimpses into something a whole lot deeper than you ever thought.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well, I didn't make this kind of money.
Would it surprise you to hear that secret dream studies have been conducted since the 60s? Yeah, because researchers were basically super confused by reports from not just meditators, religious men, or occultists, but by regular people. Dreamers were able to gain information about a target without using normal sensory input or normal logic. Think about that for a minute. I mean, if you were a scientist who discovered that people were dreaming about true things they couldn't have known about, wouldn't you want to understand that better?
That's a nice microphone he's using, just saying. Just wanted to pause for that.
I would. In fact, an analysis was done on 50 years of results from dream studies that had been conducted between 1966 and 2016. And researchers from Australia, the UK, and Italy concluded that dream content can be used to identify target materials correctly and more often than would be expected by chance. So how does it work and why? One team decided to pioneer dream research and get to the bottom of it all. Montague Ullman founded the Maimonides Medical Center's Dream Research Lab in Brooklyn, New York in the 60s and brought in Stanley Krippner, a professor of psychology, to be its director. They'd heard about the University of Chicago's Rapid Eye Movement Sleep Research, or REM, so they designed an experiment to wake people up when they were in REM and see if they could identify.
So I'm not going to go through this whole entire thing for you. This is going to make this video a little bit too long, and I'm not trying to do that to you. But right now, our watches have the ability, your cell phone has the ability to check what you're doing while you're asleep. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but I've just recently been checking my own sleep. I am a horrible. I do not have good sleep patterns. I sleep for 1 hour, maybe two. If I'm lucky, I'll get a third hour. So I'm always constantly tossing and turning. I get up every night. So it's interesting to me because these have been things that have been going around since the 60s. I was born in the 80s. So that, this is like years before I was even born or even thought about being born. These tests were going on. And here we are now. We have children that are being born right now that have real abilities when it comes to, because look at all the research that has gone by since the 60s all the way up until now on like behavioral studies. We have a lot of people will talk about, video games and different things like that, being able to control. There's a lot of stuff that we can go over for some of these videos, but my point to this is that when you are dreaming, the things that you think are real in this world might not necessarily be real here, but might actually be real in your dream. You never know the difference. Your mind, like I said, you can trick yourself on accident. You don't even mean to do so. You could just think of an object in your mind and make it realistic. So understanding certain behavioral patterns that go with these things, they add up. So with that, I'm going to I think we're going to call this one Are Dreams Real? Or Lucid Life. I think that's what we're going to call this one. Are we in a constant state of dreaming? And how far do we take this? Sometimes I think I've lost a lot of people in my lifetime, and these are people that I loved like wholeheartedly, and I want to believe that they are just in the next room and that one day I'll get to see them again. And I feel that that could be me just dreaming this up, and I don't know. I don't know if that's the case, but the life that we live should be dedicated towards your happiness and towards making you what you want to be in this life. So if you dream that you are going to be something magnificent, then I would hope that life gives you the ability to be magnificent in your life. If you believe that you're going to be a business owner and you're dreaming it up, you're going to be a business owner. Like if you're dreaming up artwork, you're going to be an artist. These are things that these two worlds are the same world, but they're just uniquely bonded together. And I think that as a people, we go throughout our lives kind of wondering sometimes what dreams may come. And I think that speaking of that, Robin Williams, amazing movie, What Dreams May Come, that is like, so great. I think that we live in a world where our dreams are unilaterally connected to every person that we meet. And sometimes someone will come into your life and you won't know whether or not you dreamed them or if they dreamed you. But it's an interesting tale whether or not, either way. It's an interesting part of life. So I don't know. I think we'll call it from there. Tonight was just going to be a quick one. I wanted to talk about something. Are dreams real? You tell me. Write it down in the comments. Let me know if you guys want to talk about anything. If anybody wants to be a guest of the show, I'm still doing a lot of stuff. I'm in a lot of works right now towards making this better. So this is just the beginning. I hope everything is going good with everyone out there. We're going to be doing giveaways soon. Stay tuned for those. I got shirts that I'm going to be giving away for the first batch and other things coming up soon. There's a lot of things that I would like to get done. So I don't know how far you guys are willing to ride with me on this. I hope until the wheels come falling off. So I don't know. Stay tuned. Like I said, if you want to reach out to me, just write it in the comments. I always try to answer everybody back as fast as I can. I appreciate everybody. Thanks for sticking around. Peace.